Hi, everyone. Dr. Anama Udaya Thomas here, aka Dr. Sunday, and I'm here to talk to you about being a nurse, which, I am one. So, being a nurse is a challenging yet rewarding job, as you all know. However, nurses who are also women of color face discrimination, bias, microaggressions, and other stresses in the workplace that affect us at a cellular level. And this results sometimes in anxiety creeping in, our stress going up, and potentially even hormone changes, digestive issues, etc. So, if you've heard these phrases, you're being too sensitive, you're reading too much into the situation, or nurses eat their young, then you're in the right place. You may also feel that other colleagues are minimizing your contributions or you just don't have time to juggle it all. And that leads to increased stress and anxiety, making you actually less productive than you were before. You may have also noticed that patients are or have faced poor treatment if they're a person of color and you're on the receiving end seeing the outcomes because you're right there with them, taking care of them. You may have also felt slighted or looked over when you advocate for your patients and or other work scenarios. And these microaggressions from superiors or even colleagues can lead you to feeling unsafe and entering into a fight or flight mode, which just fuels the underlying anxiety that's already there. So, how do we reduce and solve some of these issues? Well, some ways that women of color can help to reduce anxiety are one, politely setting clear boundaries, quote unquote, thank you, but no when needed. And it's when it's not a mandatory part of your job. So oftentimes it's about knowing what you can handle and not taking on more than you can handle. And it's important to have that work-life balance so that you can avoid burnout. So research actually shows that people with clearer boundaries actually garner more respect. So I'll just let that sink in for a minute. Research shows that people with clearer boundaries actually garner more respect. Number two, connect with other women of color in healthcare. So if you haven't found a support group, this is actually the first one on Facebook of BIPOC women. And you can join the group and share with others facing similar challenges. And you can help feel less alone. Just sharing in a safe space helps convert that energy into positive engagement. And we can take that energy and put it to better use. Number three, self-care. Oftentimes people say self-care is selfish, that you could spend that time on others. And that's a very natural tendency of us as nurses. However, if you think about it, self-care is the most selfless act that you can take, because the more you take care of yourself, the less that somebody else will have to take care of you. So you want to ensure that you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, eating healthy meals, and staying hydrated, which can be a challenge in our work environment. So apart from that, finding relaxing activities and enjoying being outside with positive, happy people. So 4, big one, respond versus react. Now, this takes a lot of intention and some practice, some mindfulness practices as well. But if you just think about taking a deep breath before you respond, that can really change a situation in a heartbeat. However, you do want to address those microaggressions assertively. So, if possible, you want to speak up about microaggressions in a professional and diplomatic way in order to create change. Otherwise, acknowledge feelings to coworkers you trust rather than internalizing the anxiety and stress. And lastly, you might want to document incidences for your own protection if needed. And then fifth, specialized tests can really help you find out how your genetics, diet, and your hormones are being affected by all of the above and what you encounter, and give us more information to reaching your optimal health. So, again, being part of the Facebook group is free and available to all of you. Your well-being and mental health are extremely important, and I want to give you access to that safe space as BIWOC nurses. Prioritizing getting to the root cause and how your body responds to your lifestyle will require extra work and a little extra time, but will be so worth it in the long run. So click below to book a complimentary call with me to see if working with me would be the right thing for you, and or to start, join our Facebook group on Mondays at 12:30, where you can gain valuable information and implement it right away. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you and working with you soon.